Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. I have been away from YouTube for a few weeks now, and I don't know if this is too distracting or not with the lights bouncing off my glasses, but we're gonna work through it together. Um, I have been away from YouTube for a few weeks now. Some things in my life have changed recently, quite dramatically. And I just want to have a quick little chit chat about it, and that way, like, I can move forward and move on from it. About, I want to say 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, about the time that I took my break from YouTube, um, I was told that my job was not going to be extending my contract past the end of September, which means I will be out of a job, due to my injury. It wasn't due to the releasing me from a contract, is not um, is not due to my, well, it is due to my injury, but they can't say that because it's discrimination, blah 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 blah. Anyway, basically because I haven't been making improvements, they've decided not to continue my contract past September. Which is great news because that means that I can go back to the States with my husband later this year and visit with my family, who we haven't seen in 5 years. Also, we'll get to catch up with my friends, who again have not seen in 5 years. So that worked out really well. So yeah, I am almost officially jobless, as in like in 3 more weeks I will not have a job. I have been looking online for different jobs, but I haven't found, either the hospitals that I'm looking at aren't hiring for ENs, or they want something that I can't do, which is like full time hours, shift work, that sort of thing. Um, and so the prospects of finding a job that is going to um, work with my injury rather than against it, which is what's been happening at my job at the hospital. Um, yeah, it's I when I was told, if I'm honest, I felt so much relief because it meant that um, I didn't have to keep fighting. I didn't have to keep waking up every single day and going, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Questioning anytime I had a twinge or anything like that, whether or not I was going to hurt myself again. Living in fear that I was going to re injure my back, and do further damage to myself. I wasn't going to feel, and this is not, I'm going to take my glasses off. It's too distracting. Um, this has nothing to do with the other nurses that I work with or my supervisor, so please get that straight. Um, I didn't want to feel like I would pressure myself into doing work that, or doing activities that were not safe for me, because I didn't want to continue being a burden on the other sisters on the ward. Um, so, like I said, when I first found out, it was absolute relief. I was over the moon. I could not stop smiling in the meeting. And it was pretty serious, the meeting, because I guess they expected me to um, act a fool in there or something like that and pitch a bitch or something. Because the head of two different departments, or the two heads of some pretty important departments, were there. And yeah, so the meeting itself went really well. I kept my composure. Even though I couldn't stop smiling from ear to ear, I think I surprised the shit out of everybody there because I didn't lose my shit. And I was just like, yep, okay, sure, yeah, 100%, absolutely, let's keep doing this, yes, you know. So yeah, now I'm starting to feel, I'm going through, I think, like the stages of loss, because I was, first I was ecstatic, like I was over the moon, but I was numb. And then like I started getting the anxiety, and now I'm getting into sadness, and I'm kind of worried about how we're gonna handle financially, and and that sort of thing. And like, even if I am looking for a job, can I actually do the job that I'm being hired for? Given that I can't sit for more than an hour to an hour and a half. Generally, if I have a long video shoot, my videos tend not to go over an hour and a half, even when I'm doing my more intricate face paints. Just because I can't do it. Like, I can't even sit and play video games with my husband. But people have asked me, they're like, well, why not get a sit stand desk? And I'm like, you don't understand that when my back gets to that point, there's absolutely nothing that I can do besides take pain medication and go lay down. Like, I can't do anything else other than that. So they were like, well, what about, can you do a job where you can sit and stand? And I was like, it doesn't work like that. You don't understand. When my back goes, it's done. And I don't know of any other job besides sex work that would allow me to make my own hours and be able to be my own boss. So I have decided that I'm going to really focus on my YouTube videos. I'm going to try to increase my social media presence. And yeah, just kind of look at this as a positive. There are some things happening in the background that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about. So I'm not going to, at risk of, making a bigger problem for me later. But I've also been, this release of the contract happened because my workers' compensation has now been ceased. And so there's stuff going on with that in the background. So yeah, I am in a good place now. I'm still really nervous about what the future is going to hold for my husband and I. I know that he feels immense pressure to make ends meet for us, and all the while being very supportive of me and understanding and knowing that, he's been living with this for 2.5 years as well. So he knows that I've been trying, and I'm just tired. I'm so tired. And so I've taken the rest of the week off. I went and saw one of my GPs yesterday, and I was like, look, I can't do this right now. I cannot do this work right now. I need time down. I need downtime. I need stress leave. I need whatever you want to call it. So yeah. Basically, oh God, this is a good coffee. Ooh, yes. Maybe I could become like a barista, but only in my house. Like, people could come and they could sit like around my dining room table and in our living room around our little coffee table, and they could just sit around in kibitz, and that would be so much fun. And I could be a barista with my instant coffee and tea kettle. But I'm not making this video for sympathy. I'm not making this video to make you feel bad. I'm simply making this video because I have been away for a while, and it's starting to become more of a habit to not do my videos than it is to do them. When I know that they give me so much joy, and I really love being creative and coming up with new and interesting ways of doing my makeup, and chatting online with my friends, and with the friends that I've made, and that sort of thing. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just explain like what exactly is going on, even though like I have to be kind of vague about some things. I'm not really sure. So yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I've lost my job. And I'm sure more people would be more freaked out than I am, but I've been fighting for over 2.5 years now. I've fought every single day, every step of the way to do what everyone has asked of me, to attend the physiotherapy and the hydrotherapy and the psychology meetings and the workplace meetings, and you know, and bending over backwards and going to every single appointment that they've ever made for me, having to basically reprove to a doctor every single time I saw him that I was still injured and still unwell. Being, you know, now at this point, being told that my injury is non-existent, and but you know, I'm still suffering from the symptoms. Um, but that, yeah, it's there's a lot of shit, and I'm I've reached the end of my tether. Like, I can't keep fighting like this anymore. I can't. Um, but you know, be aware that there are things happening in the background, that I'm not done fighting. I'm not giving up. It's just some other things are happening, and um, yeah, basically that's it. Um, yeah, yeah, that's it. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me. Um, I hope that once I get used to not having a set schedule every day, that I can start making a realistic schedule for me. Not one where I'm having to juggle work and YouTube. I can just do, you know, I can just do YouTube and social media and Instagram and stuff like that, and um, really focus on trying to get my subscriber count up there and getting up to 1,000 subscribers and getting monetized, and hopefully, you know, bringing in pennies if I have to, you know, to our household. So yeah, basically, that's it. That's all I've got to say. Um, just know that I'm not mourning the loss of the job. I am mourning the loss of the people that I'm working with. The nurses that I work with are phenomenal. They come in every day and they go above and beyond expectations, and they bust their fucking asses every day. And just to be a part of that team for as short of a time as I have been, um, or for as long as I have, depending on how you look at it, I suppose, has been really wonderful. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with. My supervisor is amazing. She has been nothing but supportive from day one. Nothing but supportive. Um, she even bought me a chalky. So because like the we had the meeting on a Thursday and I came into work that Friday, and my supervisor was like, I felt really bad about what happened yesterday, so I bought you a chocolate on the way to work today. And I was like, oh, thank you. So I just sat in her office and I was eating chocolate, just bullshitting with her, and it was really nice. You know, I'm really sad to be leaving the group of nurses that I worked with, because they have been so amazing. Um, so in that way, I am mourning my job. I'm mourning the loss of my job, and I cannot believe I'm actually crying on camera right now. Um, you know, I'm gonna miss the patient interaction. Um, I mean, hell, I've even thought about going back to school, but um, you know, I wouldn't be able to work. Um, I wouldn't be able to do placements, and those are a really big part of your schooling. And your last placement is typically about 7 weeks long, and there's no way that I could do that 7 weeks full time hours at this stage. Um, but yeah, so the thing that I'm mourning is the loss of the people that I work with, the men and women that make going to work worth it. Um, I think my cat stepped on my laptop keyboard, because I think I hear shit's creak in the background, because there's nobody here. At least I fucking hope not. Otherwise, somebody's gonna see a murder on camera, and that's gonna be awkward. Anyway, Yeah, I'm rambling at this point, I think. But just know that I will be back. You're probably going to see me in this same shirt and get up shortly because I have a video idea that I want to film. And yeah, basically that's it, guys. I hope you are doing really, really well. I hope you're happy. I hope that you are doing well. And yeah, I will see you guys really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.